Hello. Today I am showing my main city on PC that I've been working on for a while. Population on this one's about 184,000 people, so it's going to be interesting to see the difference between this city and our other city. That icon I just clicked allows you to minimize or hide all of those icons so you can get a prettier view of your city. So there's nothing hanging above each building. Right over here is my port, where I got lots of goods, access to highway, access to railroad systems, supplies lots of business for the industries and commercial. Over here I have a fishing harbor. I just focused on the algae plants, or the algae farm. Feels like it does the most work and easiest to place. The other ones you can set like routes for boats, pick up salmon and other fish like that. Over here I have the fishing housing, as well as a little bit of industrial areas kind of around the train tracks, thinking it might be a nice industrial zone, having train tracks run right through it. And over here I made a little bit of a getaway from the main city, try to give the people a little variety of choosing of where to live and where to work. With a very nice beachfront, and then a horsing stable over here. I had trouble getting garbage supply over here, so I had to make this incineration plant kind of right next to it, but it doesn't seem to bother them that much, so that's good. This is a monorail that I have going throughout my whole city. I also have subway stations too, but I like seeing the transit going on top of the map, not just underneath. Nice big long bike path. This goes from one end of the city to the complete other side, or next to the port. And you'll notice over here, I kind of have industrial area right in between two residential, but what you don't notice is in between them is commercial, so it adds kind of like a barrier. Got a little bit of spaghetti going on over here in the main highway zone. It's kind of hard to control where all the traffic's got to go, so sometimes it doesn't look the greatest. Right here's the main section that I started with, so the highway coming from down and up, and then from side to side over here. This was the main road here, with industrial zoning up top, and then residential and commercial in between these two. I usually have the same method with all my city builds, where you just start on one side, go to the other, industrial, commercial, residential. That's usually how I do it. And then just expand from either direction. So you'll see lots of industrial up there, and then commercial was all along this highway before. I didn't have this huge highway going above, but then I added it in because lots of traffic was going through the main city, so I figured I'd build a highway to kind of reduce the traffic from going out and around. Over here is a prison, very nice. And then this is kind of more prestigious area I tried to do, so better schooling and residential area. This is a chairlift pretty much that goes from one side of the city to the other. Kind of gives the people another option on how to travel. I'll probably try to make another one of these chairlifts along the other side of the hill. I figure it might look pretty nice like that. As you can see, I have another monorail. This one's separate from the main monorail that runs down the middle. This one just kind of goes in amongst that whole city there, kind of connect all the people together. And transportation like that, metros, monorails, buses, can really help with lower traffic. You can't see the border, but this is pretty much the border along here. That's why you'll see it such a sharp edges, at least in the other corner. This side looks fairly bare, so it kind of looks normal. This is one of my new places that I'm making, and we'll expand on a little bit in this episode. So as you can see in mine right now, everybody wants commercial, so we'll end up making a little bit more commercial zones over there in just a moment. So this is the main view that you guys normally see. That bottom right camera icon is how you do the nice, pretty imaging or video. Oh yeah, and let's take a look, see what our traffic's like on this one. So 83%, that's still pretty high for a massive city like this. And also keep in mind too, I don't think I have any actually, traffic lights. So if I had traffic lights, that would probably be in the 70s, maybe even lower. But here's my busing or transportation. You can see how many people are actually using it. Passengers over on the right side. And then I think oh, here it is, monorail. So lots of people using it all. And then you can kind of see my network that I have underneath. All that's metro and buses, or sometimes I have underground highways just to help with the main roads. And here we have happiness, so it shows how happy people are. Commercial happiness isn't the greatest. I probably should work on that one a bit. And a way you can fix that is to look to see where your zonage is that's upset and see what services they might be missing. So maybe firefighters, maybe police, could be medical, could be just not enough parks, maybe there's not enough garbage going to it, could be a number of things. But here we're going to try to keep this city going, so I'll just make some more commercial zones to get rid of that bar there in the bottom center blue icon. Probably should add more water too. Here you'll see I have a huge water tower zone. I just like it better because then that way it's not sucking up the water from the lake or the river, which you can do, but I find it's a little weird sometimes because it'll pull the water and it'll mess with the water physics. Now the thing is I gotta find a good spot to put my water outlet. I don't really want it too close to residential areas. So see all the brown spots is ground pollution. So I might as well try to put it in the same areas that, within reason, obviously. Because then you can also see that that big circle around it that shows noise level and pollution level, or radius or circle or circumference. I think over here is going to be a good spot for it. It's kind of like smack dab in the middle. Nothing really around it other than other industrial, which is usually what I try to go for. I'm going to try to squeeze in another little one here, I think, just to help out a bit. See how I'm trying to connect it here? It's kind of annoying to try to connect it, so I'm just going to go up and around. It doesn't really make a difference and doesn't cost that much. It's just less time consuming, really. I usually like to go over the certain area just to make sure all the industrial is clicked on, because sometimes if you build another service like a pump, it'll black it out and then leave some open space, which then goes to unzoned. So I usually like to just double check. I'm gonna make this all a big residential area, so kind of big houses and townhouses, stuff like that, or skyscrapers will be made here. I don't think I'm gonna make a bus route over there just yet. I'm gonna wait till I expand that area a little bit more, and then I'll make a bus route there, just in case there's certain corners or turns that I don't want buses to go. I usually do that. I'm not sure why there's that line coming out over here. That's kind of weird. I don't see anything around it. Yeah, there's no station. I don't know why that's there. Maybe I made it by accident. I was probably thinking about making a metro station over here, and then I just did one big one that looped around it. I guess I just forgot to delete it, so I'll show you guys how to delete it. So you want to make sure you click page down so that it focuses on the underground building, so it won't delete anything above. And you can tell what you're deleting when it highlights in green, as you can see right now. Each thing gets highlighted. See, if I go over here, nothing gets highlighted because it's not underground. Page up and page down allows you to go between the different levels and deeper or higher in each area, so higher. If you click that button there, it does kind of a nice cinematic mode, but I usually like to control it, so I don't do that. But yeah, this is a fairly large city that I've been working on, and I somewhat continue to work on it here and there. I've kind of stopped a little bit, but I'm gonna pick it back up, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. All right, thanks, bye.